welcome everybody to my 300 subscriber celebration stream. And with me, I have my fellow queen, Christy from the Queen's Council. And a couple of the other queens are going to be popping in, and a couple of other surprise guests may be coming through. So this is expressly just for me to have fun with you guys, for us to just kick back, have a great time, and just chill, because I'm freaking flabbergasted that I have 300 subscribers in a month. So you guys are freaking awesome. And Christy, how are you doing, my dear?
Well, if I unmuted my mic when you said, "Here's my fellow queen, Christy," I'm like, "Hello, how are you doing?" And I'm like, "Why are you not responding?" I'm great.
Oh, cool.
It's Friday.
I know. Oh my God. I'm so happy it's freaking Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. Hey, we have Nick McCabe. He says, ha ha ha, I'm early. Yes. And we were like a little bit late. And here's Sam, his brother Sam. Hey, Sam says, hey, everybody. I am so glad that you are here. And Mary Mayhem has dropped in. How are you, sweetie? Oh my gosh. Mary is just so gracious to have me on the Babe de Menace, usually about every month or so. And I also appear with her on God, I'm going to blank. Toxic Femininity on Mondays on Midnight's Edge. So Mary, I am so freaking glad you're here. Oh God, I'm so glad you're here. So glad you're here. Mark the Infinitely Tired, all kinds of celebrating tonight. Congrats, Lorena Creole. Thank you, Mark. Keck44 says, howdy to you too, Keck. And the social introvert is in here. Hey, I don't think I've even seen you in one of my chats before. I usually run into you in the Dark Council. So I am so glad you're here with us. Girl, I'm lucky to have you. Oh, thank you. I know Mary was one of the Fandom Menace streamers that I would see and just watch, and would just sit there and just watch like, wow, that's so cool. Mm-hmm. That's so cool. So I'm freaking stoked. She's on my stream, and stoked that I've been on streams with her. So if you want a real good laugh, go back and watch Shenanigans from last week.
Can you watch Shenanigans? Or is it?
Well, you have to be a patron in order to watch the Shenanigans replay. But when Mary can correct me if I'm wrong, but you can watch Shenanigans when it's going down live, I believe.
Of course. But yeah. Afterwards, that's like, nuh-uh.
Afterwards, it's you're not a patron. Guess what? You're not. Yeah. But become a patron. Though. That'd be awesome. Hang on, got one more. Hey, Mads.
Hey, girl. Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. So for people who weren't really aware of it before, the first time let's see, what is it? Mary says you have to be a patron. Yes, when it's live only. It's a shooting start stream. Mm-hmm. Okay, so when I first started, actually I didn't, because it was just an idea that Mads came up with, hey, let's have a chat to support the Dark Council called the Queen's Council. And I was extremely camera shy. I wasn't even freaking on camera the first time at all. And I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to do or whatever. And Christy's like, no, be fine. I said, well, I want my face on the camera. Don't worry about it. Just, put an avatar up. And that's how it all started. So I am really, really grateful, because Mads, gave me my start, and Christy kicked me in the ass to do it.
Yeah.
And that's where it all started from. So for those who don't know, Queen's Council is on Thursday nights at 9 p.m. It kind of rotates around his channel it's on. And absolutely love it. So let's see. Oh, are we doing a drinking game where every time Mads gets kicked off, we have to drink?
Oh, damn, she did.
She did. Hold on. Okay, there she is. All right, let's see. I got one more person. Hey, Nina.
Hi, Nina.
Hi. Yeah, let's drink to Mads. Dropping out.
Okay, hold on a second. I have to. I didn't even get started yet. I just got the bottle. It's got it's white sangria, so it's like, juice and wine, stuff like that.
I got watermelon oranges.
Oh, delicious. How you doing?
Mhm. I'm good. Congratulations. We're here for you.
Thank you.
Woo!
Thank you.
By the way, cheers to you as well. There you go.
Oh, thank you. Lord, it didn't. Okay, there it is. Yeah, I know. Man, I'm just like, I'm so shocked. I'm absolutely shocked it's done.
Why? Why are you shocked? You're amazing.
Oh, well, thank you. No, because when I started, you kind of see everyone else getting into YouTube and doing all this, and people have been doing it for, who knows how long. And it's kind of like, you think I can do that?
I'm in the same boat, girl. I know.
Remember, I was behind, because you were behind me. And they're like, come on, you gotta do channel. You gotta do channel. You gotta do channel. I'm like, okay, and maybe okay. Then boom. Then finally did it, and it's been great ever since. I mean, the amount of support that I've gotten from the community has just been absolutely amazing. And
this community is awesome.
It's absolutely awesome. So just hope to Matt's just disappeared.
Wait, where did Matt go?
Frank!
I know, but she'll be back.
The only thing I have is vodka, and vodka is not my friend. I don't
know.
Girl.
Oh my gosh. I have the only thing I use vodka for is to make my own vanilla extract. That's what I have that for. And when my girlfriend comes over and wants to go through my stash, then the first thing she says, you got any vodka? I'm like, I do, but I don't drink it.
By the way, Christy, cute new avatar.
Thank you. I figured I needed to do a better one. So
it looks absolutely.
And yes, I do wear glasses.
You do? That's so cute.
I do, but I don't have mine. I've been staring at computer screens so long. I literally have to have a prescription to wear when I drive, because I've been up. It's like with librarians that have to wear glasses now. If you work in IT for I don't know how long, you have a computer prescription. So
I think it's coming for me at some point, but I haven't needed it yet, but I think probably at some point it'll catch up to me.
It will when you least expect it. Hey, McKinney90 is here. He says, congrats, Lorena. Well, thank you so much, McKinney90. Thank you so much for being here. And we'll bring Matt's back up.
Hey, Matt.
We've just been taking shots. Zod Ryder says, sorry. Go ahead, Matt.
No, I just can't wait till this computer gets in.
I know. How is it? Is it like waiting in customs or something?
No, that's the thing. It's come from one part of the city, one part of my province, actually. Brampton to Toronto, and that's really not that far, but it has to go through Mississauga, which is apparently the depot that is everything gets stuck in. And I've got some items there that are all involved in my setup upgrade, and I'm ready to go storm this place.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Maybe time to call and give some people a rational clap. Where's my stuff?
Make it even worse. This particular depot, people only work 9:30 to 12 there.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
must be a nice gig if you can get it, I guess.
Right.
Well, hey, Zod Ryder. He says, congratulations to Raina Creole. I wish I could stay, but I have a show coming up shortly. I'll catch the replay. You were awesome. Much love. Well, thank you, Zod Ryder. So I hope you enjoy the replay. I'm sure that you will. Thank you so much for dropping us a note. Mark the Infinitely Tired. You missed a good one over at Loki's. He hit 500. Yes, I found out he did hit 500 today. I couldn't pop over to his stream. Loki usually comes on in the morning, so it's perfect hard for me. It's just like as soon as my one Scrum meeting is over, I'll just like pop on to his stream after that. But yeah, he did hit 500 today, and I missed that. And it's Abu Nas's fault because he had a stream earlier. So
no wonder I haven't really caught Loki streams because I'm a night owl and I'm never around during the
Yeah,
day.
it's like I'm working, and then as soon as I have my 9 o'clock meeting, and as soon as that's over, then I'll pop on, because I miss a lot of late night streams, but I catch
Mhm.
his when
Yeah.
OG does her coffee talk. That's usually when I'm doing my lunch. Like when Second Street Marvel does his live comics chat, that's usually around my lunchtime. So
Yeah, I miss all those, embarrassingly.
you gotta catch the replays. Though, too.
Yeah, I do usually catch the replays.
Well, hey, Nerd Cookies. Hello
Hey,
and
Nerd Cookies.
congrats, Lorena. Nerd Cookies. She's on with me on a TR5, and sometimes she's on with us for Rogue Entertainment on Saturday. So I am so glad that she's here. And I'm especially grateful to her and Christy for starting the coffee thing with
So I gotta ask, have you seen Tommy's video?
I didn't see it all the way through. I did not
Okay.
get to see it all the way
So-
through.
Which one?
Well, you got a new one.
Okay.
I may play. You should have. You know what? Should I
Well,
play
it's
it
not so
now?
much as the video is, you know, that thing I sent you. Oh wait,
Okay.
wrong
You'll have-
chat.
Okay. Well, you'll have to.
I'll
send
find
to
it.
me. Social Introvert says first times. Subscribe. Yay. And congrats on the 300. Well, thank you so much, Social Introvert. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Parrothead says, beware the brew. Yes, beware of the brew.
Oh my god.
Mary says, hey, it's Nita. Caffeinated Mayhem.
Mhm.
Yes, Mary is here, the half of Caffeinated Mayhem. Andrew might drop in. I don't know. He might be on Twitch. He might be on Twitch.
You never know who's gonna lurk in a live stream.
Mhm.
So I like, especially if it's my live streams at all, I'll do like go on the YouTube side and do the ad. I'm like, I wonder who's here, but that's not saying anything. And I'm like, oh really? You're here.
I learned
Yeah.
that trick from Christy. That's why
It's
I have
funny to see him.
YouTube
Sometimes,
open.
have you noticed that
Yeah.
sometimes it doesn't work though? Like for example, like
When?
it's happened to me where somebody's like on the panel and I'm
Mhm.
trying to like at them and then it doesn't do the at thing. Like they don't even pop
Yeah,
up.
sometimes I've seen that.
Sometimes it
Yeah.
can happen. Hey, Tommy. Tommy is one of the absolute awesome mods like Christy. I think they just kind of like clone each other. So
Do you guys have like some sort of
Hello, Tommy.
mod place where like you're sprouting from, Christy? Like is that like you and Tommy?
Yes, it's called the Matrix. They're both aliens.
Yes.
It's funny with me and Tom is like, do you have this link? What about this link and stuff like that? So it's funny.
And sometimes if you're in more than one chat, like one time I was in another chat and then I went in Nerdrotics chat and I see
Mhm.
Christy in the same place.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
so
she's
technically
posting
that's what
links
I'm
that
doing
are, like,
right now. It's
appropriate
Friday
for
with-
each show. And
with-
I'm like, how are you doing that?
I don't know. I'm
with
just like,
Friday Night Tights. I'm technically doing that right now.
Oh my god.
But it's
Oh.
but it's easy. I'm just like, I'll just post a link. You try to interact with the chat.
yeah.
Because an audience that size, as much as people be like, pay attention to me. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
And we have Danny in the chat. He says, oh, hell, Queen's Council 2.0. Yes,
Mhm.
indeed.
I saw your other comment, Danny. Again, no. I'm not creating a candle. No.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you'll have to watch the Queen's Council to find out what we're talking about because I'm not talking
Oh
about
my-
No.
Yeah.
No.
Hey,
How
Bone.
about no?
Hey, Bone. So good to see you. And just congrats on the 300 subs. Thank you so, so much. So glad that you are here with us. David says,
I'm at the point now because I mean, I'm just like, is the stream going to be this week? Yeah. But
That's
can
hilarious.
you share the screen?
yes.
Okay.
Yes, I can. Okay.
Okay. Do you see it?
Yeah. Oh God, he's gonna.
Oh
kill
my
me.
god.
So Tommy did this as a picture, and
I'm
then I voiced it because you say TR5, But then you see. Okay. There's Stephen Walton, your fandom menace Astorian, aka Mr. Coffee Enema, King of Sims. Quotes: Simpin' ain't easy, we enema together. Leader of the fourth wave, aka Rogue 4, aka Rogue Entertainment, aka Rogue 5, aka author of the Enema Menace, an enema betrayed.
Oh my goodness
That's
gracious.
awesome.
When she says TR5, it reminds me of that, like the Rogue Entertainment, and then you have like T4 with Final, and then T5. And I'm like, when is it going to be T6?
We'll probably be there pretty soon.
Oh my
Renee
God.
Patrick says hi and congratulations. Well, thank you, Renee Patrick. Thank you so much. Mary says she's about to tuck in for the night. I think she said further down that she's lurking. Yes, gonna lurk, sugar. You're amazing. Well, thank you. You are amazing too, Mary.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, let's see. There's so many people. Let's see. Nick says, I think we're all pissed off with the mailing system at the moment. I'm still waiting on a comic book I ordered in mid-May. It's stuck in LA.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, with the whole COVID thing, some things are
Mhm.
some things are behind, some things are, we're kind of out there.
I could bus it to my computer if they would let me go in the building.
The fact that it's so close yet so far away. Oh
Yeah,
my
that's
God.
so frustrating.
That is just
I had
dang it.
something similar too. Like it was literally at like the post office for like right up my street for so long, and like they wouldn't let me go get it. And I was like, no, it has to be delivered. And I was like, what the man? Let me just go get it. It's like right here.
And there is
Oh, go ahead, Matt.
there is keep going because there is a big ol' congratulations.
Oh, okay. Just
Yeah.
want to say hi to Runner Studios. Hey, Runner. He says
Runner.
congrats and FND.
Naughty Dog.
Oh, thank you,
Naughty
Runner.
Dog.
I appreciate how you put that. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yes, may they die in a fire. And hey, it's
There
the
you go.
gospel according to Mark with the C. Congratulations, Raina. 300. That was fast. Yeah. I thought there was something wrong with YouTube there for a while. I'm like, is that right? Is that typo? Whatever.
Yeah.
No, it's 300. So thank you so much. Mark is also part of the Dark Council, 1/6 of the Dark Council. They are on
Hottest show on Tuesday
Tuesdays.
night.
Hottest show on Tuesday night. Best show on YouTube, although I'm biased because I think the Queen's Council is the best show on YouTube. But we tell the Dark Council they are the best show on YouTube because we support the Dark Council and their toxic masculinity because we freaking love that here. Let's see, who else do we?
Yeah, I was supposed to be on with Fatal J tonight, but he decided that he's going to be spending some time with his wifey, so he won't be making it to our show. But you know what? I was like, that's important.
That's smart. That's smart, dude. Happy wife, happy life.
Exactly. That's exactly what.
It's a shame how some people don't seem to kind of look at me funny when I say that. The Tube 2 Star Wars Network. I don't think I've seen you guys here before. So welcome. Says just saw this. Congrats from all of us at the network. Well, thank you so much, you guys. Thank you so much. And I am not sure if I'm subscribed to you or not, but in case I'm not, can you please just @ me on Twitter just so I know who you are, and that way I can go back and check. And there is Stig Kenobi. I have to get that right. Stig Kenobi. He says, hi there, Lorena. Hope you are well. I am doing well and slowly going through the audiobook for Game of Thrones, which is taking me so long because I listen to a chapter and then I have to go back and I have to listen to it again because there's just, oh my God.
There's a lot going on.
It's a lot going on, but unlike the television show, because you have to visually show things, in the book, you have more time to spend on the fine, the very fine details, down to like what people feel, what people taste, how the environment, affects them.
What people wear, like there's just everything. Yeah.
Right. What people wear, and it's just, it's amazing. I don't have the
It's such
time
a detailed book.
Very. And I'd heard that, and I knew that, and I know between Stieg and Christy have been telling me that, because I fell in love with the series, with the television series itself, because I like the visual medium, and it runs like a soap opera. That's what hooked me. Just the pacing of it and the intricacies, and then you have, like all the family set up and all that. So that's what peeled me in. But by the time that catastrophe known as season 8 came by or whatever, I'm gonna go back and read the book. So been listening to it on tape. The guy who narrates it is awesome. He's awesome. He's awesome with the voices and everything. It's that's part of the reason why it's taken so darn long, because I'm like listening and like, okay, maybe I need to stop listening to the voice and need to listen to what he said.
I loved reading those books. I mean, I won't get too much into it now, but like they were a great series of books for sure. Except for the last one, I was like,
Well, Christy and Stieg and I know Sporking's not here and Jane's not
Thotty.
here right now.
I don't call him Scott. I call him Thotty, because since Scott has a TikTok now.
Scott.
what?
He has more subscribers on TikTok than he does on his YouTube channel.
Yeah.
He's a TikTok.
Yeah. He does.
Is he making like little, like,
I have no idea.
I don't know.
TikTok.
He's just said he's just blown up on TikTok. I'm like, okay, I haven't really had a chance to go over there, but I'll have to check it out. But I do know that between him and Christy and Stieg, about twice a week, they have a live stream with the books from Game of Thrones. Go ahead, Christy.
What we do on Mondays is we're hopefully Winds of Winter comes out sometime, hopefully. And then on Wednesdays we do about 4 or 5 chapters a Game of Thrones, because a television show, it's a Game of Thrones, but the first book is a Game of Thrones. And the series itself is called A Song of Ice and Fire. And there's the cat. But
let's see, what did Stieg say? Stieg say, "Get the World of Ice and Fire." The book. Yes. Scott showed. I think. You guys think you were on a stream, or maybe. Yeah, you guys were on a stream when Scott showed that, and like my eyes got like huge.
That's one of the prequel ones, right?
No, A World of Ice and Fire is basically like this is a stupid explanation, but it's like the Wikipedia of
like all the Targaryens and like all that stuff.
It has all the history and stuff like that. I mean,
it looks like the most gorgeous coffee table book, and
it really is. I mean, and Stieg, he said he had the black cover, and eventually I will get that, but I can't afford that right now, even with the used. But yes, I always try to get a book versus an audio, even though the audio is great to listen to.
Yeah, I usually get the actual books too, like for whatever it is, because I like reading myself.
I have to get audio because I barely have enough time to make sure I'm wearing underwear out, because we're so freaking busy.
I would never admit that on.
Well, I just because that's one of my taglines. So anyway,
we just heard half the chat faint. So
yes.
Yeah, and that's
what you're on for. The girl keeps it real with you.
That's getting clipped, Lorena. You know that's getting clipped.
Yeah, yeah. I know. The things I do to entertain y'all. Danny says, Christy sent me the most awesome clip today. I have been laughing all afternoon at work. You are awesome. The clip is like laughter crack to me. Let me see. Was it this clip?
What the fuck is that about?
Oh my God. You got that one. Lorena, can you send that one to me?
Oh God.
Well, we finally got it.
Yeah, I'll have to. You know what? Yeah, because Christy has it too. Christy, can you send it to me?
Yeah, I'll send it to her.
It's a must.
That
must.
that oh God, that's freaking comedy.
And
That's
I
freaking
love
comedy
it
gold.
with the live stream with Danny when that played. He went from the
Oh.
avatar to actually being on screen, and he's just clapping his hands and just laughing his ass off.
Well, you know what? Why don't we actually see what that looked like?
Oh no, here we go. Forget about it.
That'll never get old.
Freaking best thing ever.
Before we even start laughing, you hear him laugh.
And the funniest thing was I didn't notice that what Danny had done where he'd gone off of his avatar and he was on screen and like on the one side just like cracking up. I'm like, how did I freaking miss that? Oh my gosh. Oh gosh, it was like absolutely awesome. Oh my goodness. Let's see, who else do we have? Release the Kim. That little comment that I made earlier, that was Release the Kim. Okay. So when you hear little snippets like that, that's the little Kim side of my brain slipping out. I let her out judiciously.
Sorry, can you highlight Steve's comment about the book?
Let's see which one. Oh, Lord. I'll allow it because I'm freaking cracking up. I have the black cover book because I am progressive.
I mean, you have to laugh at stuff like that because I'm trying to be the good person. Don't laugh, but at the same time, though, it's that type of comments and that stuff. It makes people have humor. You can laugh at things because if you don't laugh, I mean, what are you doing?
You're gonna cry. If you don't laugh, you're gonna cry.
You're gonna cry. Like it's yeah. There's so much of that. It's just like, you know what? If I don't clown this, I'm just, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna, take a hostage.
Totally.
Oh my gosh, there's so many. Let's see. What's that? I'm sad because of Last of Us. Oh yeah. I don't know anything about gaming, but that new Last of Us game looks like a freaking gasoline fire.
Yeah, I played the first one and I didn't mind the first one. The first one was all right. Like I didn't like love it like a lot of people did. So I wasn't as invested. That's why when they were all talking about The Last of Us 2, I wasn't as like, oh my God, like what is happening? But I can understand the pain though. That sucks.
Yeah, I would think that if there's a game that you're so looking forward to and it's just, it's totally ignoring space. Oh,
that kind of happened to me with Mass Effect, like, because I really loved Mass Effect. And then when the third one came out, I was so disappointed that I was like, oh my God.
I was going to say, do you want to talk about that at all, Lorena, or not?
Which one?
The game?
No, not really, unless chat really wants to. But I just happened to see that from Runner Studios. Yes, I know Loki hit 500.
Awesome.
I had a book go from PA to CA to end up in New York City. My goodness gracious, that's kind of roundabout. But I believe it. I've had packages disappear in some black hole and then show up a week later. I had that happen actually with a computer from Amazon.
Wow.
It was supposed to show up and the post office said that they had delivered it and it was nowhere near my house at all. I never got
that.
That
happened to me with Amazon too, but it wasn't a computer.
Oh,
but it happened. The same thing happened to me.
This was a computer and it didn't make it to my house. I had to call Amazon. They had given me a refund. And don't you know, 3 days later, the computer shows up in my house.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, Amazon, I have your computer.
because there's a part of
I had insurance on it. So whenever it would connect to the network, because that's how they process, so they know where your computer is, it would automatically activated the insurance anyway. So
Exactly.
that was the right thing to do. I don't want anybody, I don't need a criminal record.
It's hard. It's hard to be like, I got 2 of them, but I'm like, nope, I'm sending this back because karma. I say I don't want to believe in karma, but at the same time,
you don't want to take that chance.
Yeah.
I did not need the Holy Spirit continuing to kick my ass to say you need to tell them, you found their computer.
Yeah.
Mark says, LOL, we love the queens. Yes, we love y'all too. Woo! We love y'all too.
We do.
Will, hey Will.
Hey Will.
Hey. He says, I like my chicken the way I like wait, wrong stream. Are you sure it's the wrong stream?
He's a pervy thinker.
I know. Will sometimes will say some stuff where I'm just like, especially when I'm on This Week in BS, and he'll say something, I'm just like, oh my God, I should have wore waterproof mascara because I'm laughing so hard. A good memory is an asset when reading the Game of Thrones book. Yeah, I'm good with numbers. So when there's too many words, I have a problem kind of latching onto words. So I'm kind of slower with that. What are y'all crazies talking about tonight? Oh, anything and everything. I mean, we were just talking about this, sir.
You can stop me. I'm a Jedi from Jakku.
What the fuck is that about?
I'm gonna be completely honest. Every time he does that, I'm like, coo.
Me too. I'm always like, cuckoo.
I do too. I don't care how much of a crappy day I'm having. I play that.
Yeah.
I love the ending where he's like, the fuck is that about?
Ooh, get the World of Ice and Fire, Lorena, the book, not the audio. Yes, that I definitely have to get the book. Facetious point, and I'll spoil it for people who haven't had the displeasure of going through season 8. When you see when Tywin Lannister brings out Tyrion Lannister brings out the whole big huge ass dusty book, and it says A Song of Ice and Fire. Yeah. I said, I kind of want that. So I physically want that. So it's going to be next to my big thick Imagineering book that I have from Disney. So
okay, so I made a comment earlier. Earlier in the morning were about my brother-in-law with the game, but I can attest to that. I did with my remote when it came to season 8. I broke 2 remotes because I understand people can get weight involved and stuff, but I love this. It's been 20 years for the books, almost 10 years for the show. I mean,
I cried a lot.
Girl, I didn't read the books, but I was so pissed off. I had to stop it, get up. I had to walk around. I had to yell at something. It was, and if I was that pissed off, I can't even imagine how it is for fans who have read all the books and then have that happen.
You got to remember, for those who don't watch the book, it's really after season 4 where a lot of stuff deviates, and actually include even seasons 2, 3, and 4. But season 5 to about season 7, and season 8 was just the downfall.
It was garbage. It was garbage. 5 through 7.
That episode where they the bells, where they just totally basically wrecked Daenerys' character completely. I was like in tears. I was like, this is not Daenerys. That's not my queen. No.
I think that was when I got on Twitter and just was pissed, and it was shade and Freude for a lot of people watching that when I did that on Twitter, because I was like, oh, No,
Mhm.
no.
Yeah.
I was just freaking.
Well, and the finale is how I found the Fandom Menace. Is one of the reasons I found them because I went on Nerdrotic and Doomcock's live stream of the
Oh
finale.
boy, that was a live stream to moderate.
Mhm.
Oh, I'll bet.
Isn't that so crazy that like I basically met you that night, Christy, but I didn't know that I met you that night?
At one point, that live stream had it about. It's like in between 11 and 14,000 people.
Yeah, it
And
was a lot of
the
people.
comments were just flying. I was like, you know what? There's no freaking point.
Yeah, there was too many
And
comments.
Steve says season 8 wasn't the problem. It was seasons 5 through 7. 8 was just where the ripple effects ended up. Yeah, because I started to notice that slide between season 5 to season 7. And it's like, and it wasn't very blatant. It was just incrementally bad to worse, that it just kept sliding, sliding down towards. And in the season finale for episode 7, I'm just like an ice breathing dragon. That's what you got.
Mhm.
Really.
Yeah, I mean,
that's all
I
you
don't
got.
know. Like for me, like I still didn't mind season 6, especially because one of my favorite episodes is when Daenerys takes down the Dothraki and like she's like the freaking queen of fire, in that episode. That was like one of my favorite episodes. And so there was a lot of I thought there was a lot of good episodes in those things, and I could see that they were kind of going along with what the book might be like. And I didn't
Right.
mind those things, but I can I see it from your point of view too, because it was not as good as the earlier seasons.
So-
And, I mean, obviously season 1 was the best.
So I got
Oh,
Go ahead.
hold on
Sorry.
1 second. Let me get this real quick. Hi, PJ, Orville
PJ.
Nation. If you are not subscribed to Orville Nation, please do. The Orville is one of my favorite shows. I'm going to actually start reviewing that pretty soon. But he's got great people. I think you guys just had a live stream with Corin Nemec, I believe. And I actually met Corin at a convention.
Parker
a couple of years
Stevens.
ago. Parker Lewis can't lose, and also Jonas on
Parker
Stargate.
Stevens. Parker Lewis, yeah.
Yeah, that was an interesting time when he got on SG1. With some ugly fandom. But anyway, he says, congrats on 300, my friend. Thank you so very much. Thank you so much for dropping in. I am looking forward to streaming with you one day very, very soon. The chat, Orville Nation, and all kinds of cool stuff. So thank you. Mark says, I was out when they killed Danny's homegirl. Yeah.
Yeah, that was shit. All of it was shit.
It was.
You can kill her. How did they get her? That's the point.
Her death was so fucking stupid. Like, it was just dumb.
Sorry.
I started swearing when I think about this show. Like the anger still is residing in me, and I'm like, ugh.
That's like where I was. I was like, you folks are just killing people just to kill people. It's like it didn't serve a purpose. Like, okay, Ned Stark getting beheaded, that served a freaking purpose. Joffrey getting poisoned by my girl. Oh gosh, Lady Olenna.
Queen of Thorns.
Queen of Thorns, Queen of Shade. Whoo! That's my
She's not as FYI, she's interesting in the books, but
But in the show.
Yeah.
I agree.
Okay. Yeah,
and I still think they should have put Lady Greyhands in the freaking Lady what was her? Greyface, whatever her name was.
Stoneheart.
Who? Which one?
Stoneheart. That one.
Stoneheart.
Thank you. They should have put her.
Read the book, Lorena.
I know. I'm slow ass.
They put her in the TV show. I was so mad when they didn't put her in there.
It is, but you know what? One of the things that I say that I love about the medium of television is that when you watch it, it can do one of two things. Either you'll watch it and leave, or you'll watch it and say, you know what? If there's something written behind that, I want to jump in and I want to read that for myself.
Right.
And I'm of that, that category, because when I look at books, or even, when I would read books, I would always picture what it would look like. That's why I loved seeing movie adaptations and comparing and contrasting that with the book. Because I used to do that a lot in English in high school, and I did it a lot in a screenwriting class in college. Because when you look at the two, you can see the parts that fit, the parts that don't. And we even deconstructed it like, could this better be shot? Could this better be explained that way? For example, Moby Dick. Moby Dick is one of the freaking boring ass books I've ever read. The end part is the interesting part, but it was written as a naval manual. And people had more time to kind of sit there. And it was, if you were in the maritime industry, you could understand all that stuff. But as a cursory reader, I'm like, I don't freaking care. Where's the whale at?
Yeah, totally.
The whale again. It's like Hemingway's The Old Man and the Sea. That's another boring ass book. I'm just like,
Yeah.
Fish is gone. Can he just get back to Cuba and we're done reading this boring ass book?
Oh my
You
god,
know.
that's hilarious.
But yeah, that's kind of like what we did.
Nina, I'll say this: go to do Brand the Broken reactions on YouTube.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Brand the Broken
glorious.
reactions.
Yes.
All hell.
Brand the
Brand the
Broken.
Broken.
We may have to actually freaking play that because that's worth it. That's worth it. Hey, Trace XL. We're the queen.
Hey, Trace.
Yes, we are here again, chilling, hanging out, celebrating the 300th, which reminds me, I need to, before I get yelled at, I told people I would send the fourth wave the link too, but Queens get first crack.
Yeah.
Queens get first crack at it.
But never mind. Never mind.
Were you going to say that's what she said?
Yeah.
Yeah. We right here. Trace XL said Joffrey was a highlight in that show. So glad to get that. Glad to see that. Especially after what he did to Rose. You know what? No joke. And I probably told this story I don't know how many times. I'm on Twitter and I'm like, when is this little Joffrey turd gonna get what's coming to him? And as soon as I send that tweet out, I'm watching the episode, he's all like, and the way he went out, I'm like, why am I smiling?
Yeah, there's something really satisfying yet sadistic about it.
It was. And then when Lady Olenna is like talking about what happened with the poison, I'm like, damn, I enjoyed that too.
Here's how it is. You didn't think I'd let him marry that beast, did you?
I'm just like, this chick, I love her. And her whole house has like the flyest gear on that show. They have the gorgeous clothes on that show. Sig says Stannis' death was the dumbest. Builds a huge pyre, and then after slaughtering a few thousand horses, puts his daughter in the pyre because his men are hungry and cold, and then attacks Winterfell with 100 men. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I was just like, oh God, what the frick is the point with that? And there's Happy Blobfish Productions. Hello there. He says, hey there, congrats on the 300, Gabe. Well, thank you so much, Gabe. Appreciate the congrats and thanks for coming. Let's see. The Mountain versus the Viper. I still feel pain in my head thinking about that episode. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was a great episode.
Steeg is trying to tell me that he's figured out the entire plots of the other books and that he's
you don't understand. If you read Norse mythology and how George likes to go with history, mythology, and stuff like that, and the meanings of the names in the book, I'm still going to keep an open mind because we obviously don't know what George is going to be writing, but it's hard not to be like, oh damn.
I mean, it's fun to speculate, but it's not really a spoiler until it's actually been written by George R. Martin. I'm sorry to tell you, Steve, it's his story. So
There are 27 people in the chat. Oh my gosh. I think this is more than I've ever had in a live stream of my own. So thank you guys so much. And please do hit that like button. We are just having a great
I'm trying to figure out what it says.
Mads.
time. Yeah, here in the back. Trace says, he tells Mark he had the mountain, but he just had to be extra and he got done over it. Yes.
That's the best.
Oh my God. I think my whole neighborhood heard me screaming when that happened. Oh Lord.
I was screaming when the whole Cersei and when Cersei and what's his name went down. I've like blocked out the names now out of my head because I hate that show. I hate it.
Cersei and Euron, or
Oh, Cersei and her bro, her
Jaime.
incest
You know what? I was so
Jamie.
pissed with how they went out with that because
with the stupid rock thing. Like,
I said that was a punk ass way to go. Considering how Cersei was, I wanted her to do a walk of shame and have her guts falling out of something. And I'll be
I
honest.
wanted something like I would have preferred, like, even if Jamie like stabbed her or like I don't know, anything better than freaking roof falling on their head. Like
We
that was
needed something akin to what happened to Joffrey.
is that who I think it is?
It is. This is so my future ex-husband is on the stream. So
Oh hell,
Well-
honey, how are you, honey?
I-
I wanted to see Jamie kill Cersei. I wanted to see
Me too.
because
That's
the whole
I
thing.
wanted that.
The whole thing had been him being the Kingslayer, right? You know, everybody giving him
Yes.
shit for killing so I wanted to see him be the Queen Slayer, like just like that heart wrenching moment when he has to kill his own sister because of everything that she's done. God, that
Yes.
season was so bad.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. Comic Chat's like, I'm with Mads. I'm quite
I'm-
looking about y'all talking about this show, and that's Killer by High. Okay, well,
I'm not pissed. I just can't add to it. And you know what? I
well, let
apparently
me
need
put
to parent anyway.
it you like this. Okay, so Sunday at 8 p.m., we are going over season 2 of Game of Thrones. So if you've seen the show, if you've read the book, please come in and drop in, and we get down like that. We get down like that. But yes, Game of Thrones. We can go down that rabbit hole for I don't know how long.
That's true. That's true. Sorry about that. Did I start this
Congratulations.
conversation? I'm sorry.
I think I was probably my freaking fault. Trace says, "Congratulations on 300 Spartans, Lorena. Get 300. Ooh, I love that movie. Ooh, that is the best date movie in the history.
Look at that baby ass face.
Why you giving me shit, Christine? You don't love me no more?
You can.
Hey, can you highlight Parrot Head's comment?
Which one?
Oh, you'll see it.
Oh, as soon as you said I'll see it. Okay, I guess I got. Do I have to
It's further down.
Okay, it may not have.
He
How you-
says
Steven.
he says sing the jingle. What jingle is that, Steven?
Got me?
Okay. Before you
believe
two
I
get
know.
into that, I'm gonna bounce because apparently I need to parrot a little grumpus. So
Okay, hold your spot, no problem.
ciao.
Oh,
I'm at-
I'm mad.
You okay, Lorena?
yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Woo.
Remember,
Oh,
Steven,
oh,
the best part
part of
waking up.
Lord.
It's
Coffee in your butt.
I was gonna say it's Folgers in your butt.
Put a pin in that for a minute. I just have to say hi to someone else. Hey, Cameron.
Hey, Kamran, how are you?
He agrees with you. He agrees with you. Thanks so much for coming, Cameron. If you guys have not seen the interview that Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers did with Cameron, please do go back and watch that.
You
Please do
didn't
go
see
back.
Friday Night Tights.
Yeah, I thought
Cameron
he
was
was-
on Friday Night
Yeah, I
Tights.
thought he was on Friday Night Tights right now.
I don't. Oh, is he supposed to be on there right now?
No,
I don't know.
Yes.
He's over here. So
I was gonna be here earlier, but I got lost writing, and the next thing I knew it was 9:45. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. That's cool. We kind of did Queen's Privilege and gave us the first half hour, and then we said, we'll shoot the link out to the rest of the group. Oh my gosh, let's see. How do because sometimes that's just how it goes.
Trace.
Trace,
Oh my
look
gosh.
at Tommy.
Trace. You know what?
Well, look at Tommy, what he's been posting, and
I'm sorry, Abu Nas. I totally did not ignore you. For some reason, I got caught up on Game of Thrones, but I did see you come in. Thank you so much for joining us. I got to catch your 4:30 live stream talking about. I love it when he says fake Lucasfilm. That's hilarious.
Hail, Mr. President.
so freaking glad you're here. So yeah, we are just here chilling, just talking about. Like I said, I'm just overwhelmed that 300 people have subbed to me in a month. So I just kind of just want to have some time.
Here's the 700 more.
Meet everybody. Thank you. Hey, Beams of Destruction. Thank you so much for coming.
have you heard? Sorry, I was going to say.
I'm sorry, I think Nina has to.
Okay.
Roll. So, okay, Nina. So I know we have to go. Thanks so much for joining us. And so, do you want to plug your channel and all that?
Yeah, I just want to say congratulations again to you, Lorena. And I'm sure this is just the start of it. You're gonna sky's the limit, girl, and you're on your way there. You're a star. So as for me, I'm gonna right now actually go to John Talks channel where we do Fantastic Four, except we don't have Fatal J tonight, but we are gonna be with Raging Rhino and John Talks, so you can catch me on there for a while. And I'm gonna be so check out my new channel with my first video on there if you haven't already. And everything else. It's all good. Thank you so much, Lorena, for having me tonight. And
Bye, Nina.
Thank you. Thanks for coming.
Bye, Christy. Have fun with
Bye,
your
Nina.
Walmart stream tonight.
Thank you.
Bye, Steven. Have fun
Bye.
with your enemas. Take care.
Oh my.
Oh
God
God.
damn, Nina.
Bad Tommy. Oh my gosh. Tommy.
So I was gonna with Steven. Sorry, Lorena. Did you get the monetization? Did you get that done? Or
I'm waiting to hear back from him. Still in the process of.
oh, okay. But you got the 4,000 and everything like that.
Yeah, I got everything. I just got to
Awesome.
make sure YouTube loves me enough to give it to me.
Awesome.
Okay, good.
I hope so. I cannot wait. As soon as I get see that live stream, I cannot wait.
That's a damn shame. I hope it doesn't happen before the live stream I'm having on Sunday because I'm actually having a serious conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
But thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Well, thank you, Abu Nas. I was telling Christy earlier, just to see so many creators on YouTube, it's kind of like, well, what do I have, to contribute? And it's kind of intimidating when you see everyone else and see what they're doing, and you're not quite sure where your place is in everything. And the more I started streaming with the Queen's Council and just having fun with those guys and everything, and Christy saying, when you gonna start your channel? When you gonna start your channel? And then Mad's jumping in, when you gonna start your channel? And Steven, when are you gonna start your channel? Then John Talks, yeah, when are you gonna start your channel? So that's when I went ahead, and started a channel. And it's been awesome. It's been really a really good experience. And like I was saying earlier, the fandom has just been great. Support from people like you guys in the chat and Christy and Steven. It's just been amazing. So thank you so much for the support. It's awesome.
She's taken and rolled with it though. Like the little the Flickpress or whatever I sent to you, you're doing all these intros and outros, and I was like, damn, I should be doing that shit.
That's a fun
right. Right.
Exactly, Steven.
I've got too much other stuff going on. But I'll get to it eventually, I guess.
I was like, send me pictures, and if I have time, I'll just throw it in there and do it, and give it to you and put that all together, because that's a cool program. And that's like the other thing that I love about this community. People are just so very open to giving you information or finding out how to do things. What program does this? So it's like, Christy, what program did you use to do your intro? Oh, here's this one. You know, what did you splice your video? Oh, I use this, I use this one. So yeah.
Is if I can get away with as much cheap or free stuff on the
I
internet,
know.
I'm going to.
And I was like, this video editor, do you have the free version? And you were like, no. I'm like, oh, well, that kind of blows it. Usually you see you get all the cheap free stuff.
Well, no, because what did you end up doing in Movavi or something else?
I got Movavi, but I got the Movavi Pro.
Yeah, no, girl, I got the student version. Nah.
I wish there was a student version
or whatever the cheap version.
I could have qualified for it, but I know me, and I know my engineering brain, and I want every freaking bell and whistle I can get, and it was only a $20 difference, so I went ahead and grabbed it because I guess you get this super discounted price if you first download the trial.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what happened. So I got like a really deep discount. So I said, okay, no, I'll just get the pro. And I have not watched any of the instructions on YouTube because engineers do not read instructions.
Mhm.
Yeah,
You're one of those, huh?
I'm one of those. We do not read the freaking manual. We don't do that. That's just not how we freaking roll. We just don't. You want to hide something from us, hide it in the manual.
Yeah.
We'll never find it there.
Beautiful.
Oh my gosh. Let's see. Hey, Kai. So great to see you. He says, congrats on the 300. Now you can fend off a Persian army. Oh, but for real though, the 300 is one of my favorite movies. Visually, story wise, and plus the whole movie was done, I believe, on I think it was done on Linux servers. So that's like the first movie where it was completely all done on Linux servers. So more nerd stuff. Danny says Creole be in the theater, watch a 300 with her date. She be saying, damn, I hate this movie. They don't have enough clothes on. The plot really sucks. No, I wouldn't be saying that.
No.
I wouldn't be saying that. I'd be saying if you like soy, we do not need to be together.
Damn.
I know. But that's just me. That's just me being toxic. So what's going on, Stephen? Besides your book and all of that, and how good that's doing, and monetization?
I am I was doing a lot of writing today, so I'm in another world. I'm sorry, I'm just not live stream height today. I'm sorry about that. But I wanted to come by and celebrate because I remember when you were just you could follow me on Twitter if you're so inclined. That went over in my head so many times. If you're so inclined. And then you started your channel, and now you're at 300. I'm really proud of you. It's just a testament to this community and how people come together and how we work together and how we rise together. And I'm glad that you're doing it because we need voices like yours. All the ladies that have stepped up in the fandom menace, I mean, not that we haven't always had ladies, but all the y'all ladies that have stood up and begin speaking out your mind and just defying the narrative. I love hearing that. I love hearing all the different perspectives that come from you guys, and I love supporting y'all. It's watching this whole community grow over the last 2 years has been a beautiful thing. Seeing all the different types of people that have come out and have just started speaking up. Seeing the Dark Council rise, seeing all, OG come out of nowhere, seeing you having a channel, Jane having a channel, watching Cameron come out of nowhere. And, it's just everybody defying the narrative. Look, we are geeks and nerds of yesteryear. We are a collective of all different types of people. And we all in nerd culture and geek culture, like there's so many different types of people in this collective. I'm sorry, that alt-right racist white man sexist bullshit, that don't fly no more. And these ladies above me and the people in the chat and that just keep defying that narrative, that's just proof positive that it wasn't just people like me that were mad at The Last Jedi.
No.
That's what's amazing about that is I'm such a normie when it comes to Star Wars. And I always tell this story when I don't know if The Last Jedi is still on Netflix. But it took me 2.5 days to watch that movie.
2.5?
It took me 2.5 days.
Wow.
Why did you torture yourself for 2.5 days?
Well, because I'd get to about 15, 20 minutes of it. I'm like, huh? I mean, I don't know the planets. I can know the name of the characters. But I'm like, I don't think that's supposed to be possible.
Honey, I didn't know the name of them planets either.
I didn't know what it was either. I'm glad I
Those are-
wasn't. I'm glad
Yeah.
I'm not the only person that have
What
to.
got me was I guess whoever coined the term Leia Poppins. Is that what they call her?
That's
When
what they
she goes
call
into
it.
outer space. I'm like, huh? Yeah, okay.
Okay, thanks, Gabe. I'm making you something, so please keep an eye out on my channel. I will send you the link when it's done. God bless my friend. But God bless you too. Thank you. Please
Yeah.
let me know when that's out so I can check it out.
And check out his channel. He's got a great channel
Yes.
over there, man.
Yes, definitely. Definitely. Man, The Last Jedi.
The Last Jedi. That's where all this shit started. Well, for me, it started with Star Trek Discovery.
For me, I all the crap that I heard about Discovery, I didn't touch it.
Klingorks, honey.
I didn't touch it. What?
Klingorks. They're all Klingorks over there.
When I
And
saw
now-
a picture of that, I said, "That's not a freaking Klingon. What the heck is that supposed to be?"
Do you feel good? Do you feel good that Dungeons and Dragons has recognized, for some odd reason, that orcs are a representation of Black people, and so now they're going to confront that? Oh, and Dark Elves.
What?
Oh yeah, there's a whole lot of virtue
Yes.
signaling going on right now.
It's a whole lot. We want to be more. I'm sorry, I have to laugh. Creole, did you see I had the Pinocchio avatar in that movie statement? No, I didn't know it was a Pinocchio avatar. It looked kind of. I couldn't tell which Pinocchio avatar that was. Okay, so I get it now. I did not know that was a Pinocchio avatar. Cool. You know what? When friends of mine were playing Dungeons and Dragons, I don't think that they were seeing themselves as orcs.
No.
I don't think they saw Mima or Pop as an orc, and I'm pretty sure Vin Diesel, when he was a dungeon master, probably did not think the same thing. He probably didn't think his dad, half of his heritage was, from orcs. I haven't.
Yeah,
It's God. It is
it's ridiculous right now.
Everybody is trying to be. Look at me. I'm more woke than the other person. I'm more woke than this person. No, you're not more woke. You look freaking stupid, and we're laughing at you. So there's that.
Look, Memes of Destruction said The Last Jedi was okay. I don't hate you for that. I question your taste, but I don't hate you, Memes. I love you.
Well, I will tell you, The Last Jedi almost made me hang up Star Wars for good, because I didn't see it in the theater. Can't remember if I told the story or not. No, I did not see The Last Jedi in the theater. I had life going on, so I did not go to see it. The Force Awakens was, Rogue One was better. Force Awakens
was better.
It's no big deal.
Rogue One,
It was like it was So what had happened was I had missed seeing The Last Jedi. I went to go see Solo. Okay. I went to see that. I used my loyalty points and $2 because there was a quote unquote new movie. When I came out of Solo, I wanted my loyalty points back and my $2 back, because that was awful.
Damn.
And I said, you know what? It might have been a one-off origin story. Okay, maybe it didn't go over too well. I'll go home and I'll watch The Last Jedi. And I started watching The Last Jedi. And I kept looking at my watch. And I kept stopping it, yelling WTF.
You went backwards.
Down, backwards. Yes. Watched it because I thought it was a fluke. I said, I can give it. I can let it pass. It was just, one off. Last Jedi is probably better. No. Unlike Empire, where stuff got worse, but the story got better and the characters got better. And by the end, you were just like, I don't like being left hanging. The Last Jedi, I was like, F this crap. I don't know what it is. It's not Star Wars. I don't want to look at anything Star Wars anytime soon. And I didn't look anything for like a year. I didn't. And the only thing that got me interested into looking at Star Wars again was when I was at Disney World in, I think, December 2017 or 2018. And they were building Galaxy's Edge. So that actually intrigued me, because you could see the construction going on, and they had, Star Tours and Tatooine traders, which is freaking awesome, because it looks like you come out of Star Tours and it looks like you're in Tatooine in the marketplace. So that's actually pretty good. So that's what I thought, Galaxy's Edge was going to be. it's a freaking strip mall. But anyway, long story. Yes, I went backwards, but you know what? The Last Jedi, I just said no. I know
What
there's
did you-
people who love it, but
What did you think of Dong Lover and Lando? Yeah, I thought Dong Lover did okay as Lando. That's one of the things
you know,
I don't like that guy, but I mean,
You know what? It's
does
a
a good
shame.
job.
It's a shame what you did to his name, dude. It's a real shame what you did to his
Just
you mean Troy from Community, right?
He's Dong
God
Lover.
damn
That's-
it! Now I'm sorry. Now I'm gonna think of him as that from now on.
Which one?
Dong Lover.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, me too. Since you said that,
Hey, I ain't removing anything. Put it there, and that's Dong Lover. That's what his name is.
he was okay. He was okay.
Yeah, I thought he was okay.
He wasn't bad. He wasn't, he wasn't stellar. He was just kind of, he was kind of there.
Yeah, I mean, like I was going in when I eventually saw that movie. I was going in already not liking it because The Last Jedi and because
Yes,
of the thing.
it is known. It's a beautiful thing.
But I mean, trying to remove my bias and just looking at it from a point of view that's not awful. I guess it was okay. I didn't mind that. I would have loved to see more Darth Maul. Damn it, I'd like to see more of that.
Pumpkinhead thinks The Last Jedi is his masterpiece, or was that Rianne Johnson?
You talking about Roundhead
Pumpkinhead?
Ryan?
Roundhead Ryan. Okay, because I was trying to fit because I get kind of lost on my pejorative to Ryan.
This is
Johnson.
the thing. This is the thing, though, Shane. This is the thing. Johnson doesn't think The Last Jedi is his masterpiece because it's well done or because it's cinematically it's beautiful. It's a well shot. It's a beautiful film. But that's not the reason. It wasn't the writing. None of that had to do with why he believes it's a masterpiece. Rian Johnson thrives on division. He is a person who loves creating a vision, who loves pissing people off. And he pissing off more than half the fan base, fracturing it and creating a whole movement out of the ether of disenfranchised fans gives him a hate boner, an unbelievable hate boner. He is so proud of himself for creating that much division and hate. That's why Rian Johnson thinks it's a masterpiece. It has nothing to do with the story itself. He's just happy that he accomplished pissing people off. He's a professional troll.
I'm sorry, Stephen, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, in all my years of being in various fandoms, from Stargate, from Star Trek to Star Wars, I have never seen somebody as antagonistic against the fans and trolling the fandom as Rian Johnson.
I mean, if you cheer on trolls, if you're a person who likes that, then he's got to be your idol, because that's what he does.
It's just that antagonistic towards the fans. It's just it's not good natured trolling.
No, it's
not like that. I can deal with good natured trolling, but this is just downright just disrespectful.
Most of us are geeks and nerds, right? And we all know that there was that one geeky or nerdy kid that even the geeks and nerds couldn't handle, right? You would not.
Oh yeah.
You would not let the teacher know that kid was put into a locker by the bullies because y'all didn't like him either.
Mm-mm.
That's Rian Johnson.
He that one.
And see that's the thing, especially as much as I liked him, like, yes, this movie sucks or this series sucks and stuff like that. I mean, people say what you will, they do put their time and hard work into it and stuff like that. And if they get backlash for it, sure, I can think, well, no, I'm proud of what I did. But when the consensus, whether it be fandom menace or not or anything like that, I'm just saying. Oh, I see Danny's comment. 2.5 days of cruel and
yeah, it's Mark.
Honestly, you know what it is? It was boring.
It really was.
It was boring. And whoever said it was okay, like Steven said, it's beautiful. The cinematography and it's beautiful. But I was just like, is there a story? Is there a point to this? I mean,
Yes, there was a point. It was white man bad. You're going to grow up, white guys, to be a defeated, terrible person. You're going to give up. All you millennials, you can do anything. You Zoomers can do anything just by wishing it. You don't need to work for it. You don't need to achieve anything. You can just have it. This bad guy doesn't mean anything that we built up in the first movie. They don't mean anything.
No, he can kill his, kill his dad, take him out. No big deal.
Look, that fight scene. Now, I'll be honest. When I first saw the throne room scene, when the two of them teamed up, that was like, okay, out of everything that had happened previously in that movie, and I was already distraught by Luke Skywalker up to that point. That was the only point in the movie where I started getting excited. I was like, okay, something different really is about to happen. So we're going to see something different. But then as soon as that fight was over, it went right back to the same two dynamics that we'd already had. Right. And I was just, that movie was just such a disappointment.
I'd never been that disappointed in a Star Wars film ever. I mean, I was a little let down by the Phantom Menace, but it's like, it is what it is. The next one's coming. Attack of the Clones, I pretty much like that. Revenge of the Sith, absolutely love that. But I had never come away from a Star Wars movie just so, what the heck did I just watch?
And, what's with it? Of course, Carrie Fisher, rest her soul, Mark Hamill, and Harrison Ford. Did they not think that the older generation, or even my generation, I always get confused what people call me, because they're like, you're a millennial. I was like, am I though? I mean, I was born in 82. I mean, am I? Because you get that talent. Anywho, it's just like I was like, yes, I expect Carrie. I expect them to die at some point, basically, is what I'm trying to say. But it's the execution, I think, was the downfall. Carrie Fisher, that's a little bit different, but Luke.
I did not like what they did to Luke. I did not know who this dude was, what they replaced him with. That was just not Luke Skywalker.
You had this permeating ideology. Oh God, I'm going to go into this. I'll sum up. I'm just going to sum up. Okay. You can read my book. It's all in there. You had Gamergate, which just happened in 2014, which was the customers being attacked and labeled sexist, racist, alt-right, Nazi, white men. You were, hiding in their mother's basement, 30-year-old, blah, blah, blah. Right? You had all that going on in 2014. And that had permeated for years. And once the journalists, the gaming journalists, were getting called out for their bias, like we see in The Last of Us 2, if y'all have been following that, just the gaming access media, they're terrible people. And they got caught trading sexual favors for positive reviews. And the customer said, hey, yes. And the customer said, hey, I have a problem with this. And then all the gaming journalists got together and said, let's protect this woman we've been gangbanging because she's a victim of the systemic patriarchy. She's a victim of misogyny. And then let's all circle the wagons and call all gamers terrible, alt-right, racist, sexist.
Is that how Anita got popular?
Yeah, it's the same. Well, Anita wasn't the one banging them, but she came in right next. Zoe Quinn was the one banging all the journalists. But she came in at the same time, and then they were put on CNN, and they were, fighting the gamer identity. Right? I'm dude, read. It's all in my book. And so after that, you had that kind of ideology infect the comics industry, like all over entertainment. And that's why you had a lot of people getting fired out of the comics. And that's why you had a lot of these characters being rewritten. And that's why we have Ironheart. And that's why we have all these Kamala Khan and all these characters, these SJW characters, because they were ruining. That's why Captain America became a Hydra agent. It was all because of this attacking the consumer. We're all angry at white men, straight people for some reason. And that leaked into movies. And so that's why you had The Last Jedi. That's just a culmination of all this trend that was happening in different entertainment companies. And they were still making money because the customers were confused. They didn't understand, all right, what's the other side? I don't understand what's going on. But now we're at a point where we've had the COOF, and we've had a lot of other things go down the last year. And all that house of cards is falling apart. All of it's falling apart,
Well, Meme says it's not like a bunch of a-holes were provoking him. Is that in reply to Ryan Johnson?
Okay, yeah. Okay, Memes. We can absolutely go down that road. So when you have a culture geek culture that has already been built on waiting for their hero 30 years removed. They're waiting for what the expanded universe. Those of us that wrote I only read some of the EU, not all of it. I'm not an aficionado. But when you have people waiting for that for 30 years, meanwhile, in the background, you have actors, you have comic companies, you have comic writers, you have gaming journalists, you have all these different outlets going white man bad, white man bad, white man bad. And then the hero you've been waiting for 30 years comes on screen and it's white man bad. That up and present. Yeah, a lot of people are going to be upset because we've already been getting beaten over the head with this ideology for several years. They're going to be upset and they're going to call it out. The worst thing that Disney Lucasfilm did was allowed Rian Johnson to start yelling back. Was allowed Andy Gutierrez to drink from fanboy tear cups. Was allowed a picture of on the wall inside Disney Lucasfilm of a picture of Luke Skywalker with an X written across his face. Was allowed Chuck Wendig going reckless, Brian Young going reckless, letting all these people go reckless on the fandom, calling them racist, sexist, do shit that doesn't even matter. Not even talking about that. We're talking about the quality of the character, the content of the story, and who that character is and what it means to the people that came before it. The last thing after all that you want to do is let your writer director start going ham on Twitter talking about man babies and that just became a snowball effect that led to where we are now. So yes, absolutely, there was provocation from the fandom exercising their right to have an opinion, calling out the bullshit that was going on in the entertainment prop in Disney Lucasfilm at that time. You also had several years. Did you know that people in the expanded universe, people that wanted to keep the expanded universe when Disney Lucasfilm made it Legends, were putting out billboards and were fighting vehemently, writing letters and emails to Disney to keep the expanded universe? And what was their response? These are fans that are militant and shitty. We're talking about 2013, 2014 that this was said. This had been a long time coming.
Let's see. Sam McCabe said, I thought the last
Love you,
one was okay when I first saw it. He's awesome. But then I thought more deeply. I really disliked it after that. Yeah, I get you. Soul Assassin, I think I saw you send a message earlier, and I am so freaking sorry that I missed that. I'm so sorry about that. And you know what?
Cancel Lorena.
Scotty was here, but then disappeared. I guess he's got this same internet as Mads. But it's okay. We'll freaking save him a spot. We'll save him a spot. So you know what? We've been talking about The Last Jedi. So let's see if he sticks. Hey, Scott.
Oh shit.
Oh, how you doing?
Oh, we can't hear him. That's
great
good.
conversation.
That's
Thank
the best part of this conversation.
He's like, I got you that right here. Oh, that's really cool.
Where you at, Jane? I see you in the chat. Where you at, troublemaker?
He said shitty. Hang on. Hey, Jane. She says, hey, guys. Congratulations, Lorena Creole. Well, thank you so much, Jane. Thank you.
Real quick, I want to say, Memes, keep talking outside the box, though, brother. We need voices like yours, man. All right?
Yes.
Hail to you, brother.
Yeah, because if everybody says the same thing,
it's an echo chamber.
Yeah,
right.
It's echo chamber, and it gets boring. It's just like, what do you want to do? Say, oh, I hated it. I hated it too. Yeah, that's freaking boring.
You see, I mean, people who want to antagonize, but sometimes people will go on knockdown, drag out fights on Twitter with just being who are actual friends because they're like, no, what about this? The Snyder Cut stuff, whether you want to, I'm just saying we can all have different opinions.
Same thing happened to Battlestar Galactica fandom.
Yeah.
That's in my book too.
Bone has a question. He says, is The Phantom Menace Volume 1 available on paperback or only Kindle? I want to get this book, but I don't have a Kindle.
It's available on paperback on Indiegogo. If Tommy can stop insulting me for 5 minutes and just put the link in. Thanks, Tommy.
Don't stop, Tommy. Do not stop.
Just 1 minute. It's the Indiegogo is only running for the next 2 weeks, but if you don't have the money right now, Bone, just wait another month. I'm going to be running the Indiegogo for Volume 2. You can get it there. And the audio book, which is narrated by Rob Shlomo of Midnight's Edge After Dark, will be coming out here in a few weeks. So you can get it there too. Thank you for
Steven,
asking. Yes.
I got a present for you.
No.
Yeah, where is it?
Hold on.
Okay. Yeah,
Not
we got a present for you. Don't worry. We have a palate cleanser after it too.
Oh Lord.
Where are you going, Steven? Where are you going?
Oh, you got it, Christy.
Nope, I'm searching for it.
Oh,
Oh God,
Shut up.
we set that up way too early.
Shut up.
So congratulations, Miss Lorena Creel.
oh, well, thank you so much, Scott.
I have a feeling we'll be doing these quickly for you, so it's pretty cool.
God dang,
Well,
Tommy.
thank you. It's just
You share some really disturbing gifts.
oh, Tommy, yeah. It's just it's really cool. I honestly, if you would have asked me a couple of months ago, if I would be on YouTube, I'd be like, no, I'm not freaking doing that. You crazy?
I hear you.
Steven, unmute. You better unmute, Steven.
But you know what? It's. I'm
I'm
so
looking for
glad you just.
something.
Oh, sorry.
I'm listening. I'm looking for something. I don't want to hear
Sorry.
like
Okay.
my
No,
keyboard click.
I have this must be where everybody starts dropping in. Everybody starts dropping in.
There you go.
Hey, Shellback.
Oh.
Greetings, my queen. Congratulations.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you so much.
I'm just popping in here real quick. I got to go do some stuff, but if you're still on, I may be back.
He's so
But
cool.
other than the congratulations, I just wanted to let you and everyone else here know that the best part of waking up
Fuck you.
is coffee in your butt.
You guys know that ending has changed, right? It's no
Shut up.
longer that. It's the
I
best
didn't know
part
that.
of waking up is Steven chatting in a cup. That's
Oh
how it's
my
supposed to
God, that is wonderful.
be. Thank you. I don't know if Steven or Walton. Walton chatting in a cup. I think that might sound better.
Here we go.
Gosh, here we go. Oh my God.
Author Stephen Walton, your fandom menace Astorian, aka Mr. Coffee Enema, King of Sims. Quotes: Simpin' ain't easy, we enema together. Leader of the fourth wave, aka Rogue 4, aka Rogue Entertainment, aka Rogue 5, aka author of the Enema Menace and Enema Betrayed.
Oh, that's fantastic.
But
I hate
every time we play something like that, we have to play a palate cleanser, especially
Oh,
since
yes,
the
here we go.
subject is here. So we'll start with cut one.
You can't stop me, I'm a Jedi from Jakku.
What the fuck is that about?
Great. That is great.
Oh my gosh. And if you think that was funny,
Oh no, here we go.
You can't stop me, I'm a Jedi from
What is that about?
That'll never get old.
freaking best thing ever.
What's amazing is Danny's internet. I think it was a delay or like frozen or something like that. So you hear him laughing first, then like leaning back. And
It was, oh my gosh, you couldn't write it better. What happened with that? It was just, oh my God. I mean, oh, you know what? I gotta say, that's like literally the fandom menace in a nutshell right there.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It has brought just so much joy to so many people. Oh, you're very welcome.
So
Love you
good.
too, and thank you for my
It's so
greatest
good.
hits. It's you know, I don't care how much of a crappy day you had. You see that?
Mm.
You see that? It's just amazing.
so
Just makes everything a little easier.
after that happened, whenever I went to work or we did something where we had to go there, but we still had to do practice social distancing. And I was playing that clip. Like on my phone, and I'm like this, and I started getting louder as I was singing it. And they're like, "What are you listening to?" Eminem.
Oh my goodness gracious. Oh man. Ooh, oh my goodness. Well, almost like 90 minutes we've been going. And
Scott, what are you doing here?
Been great.
What am I doing here?
Yeah.
What do you mean? I'm here to celebrate one of the queens. We need more voices like her in the Fandom Menace, so I'm glad she decided to actually do this. You know, when she said she wasn't thinking about doing YouTube, that would have been a loss. Her, Christy, Jane, Mary, the people I know really well. Without the women of the Fandom Menace, we wouldn't be, but we would look like what they call us. But because we have strong women, they can't do it. You piece of... I thought you were saying something. Sorry.
No.
But you know what I mean? Because I'm searching for something on another page. I just thought Steven was going at me.
No.
It's the truth, though. It really is. I left. I don't know. It's important, right?
It's great that everybody's around supporting each other. But Thoughty, how many subs do you have on TikTok now?
I'm almost at 3,000, I think.
Are you
2,500.
serious?
Really?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, dude, my one video blew up. I have like 210,000 views, 35,000 likes.
Nice.
All because I'm an ist. It's great. They like ists over there. Yes.
Try that.
Man.
Yes. Without the women, the Fandom Menace would be a sausage fest.
And nobody wants a sausage fest.
No.
No, God, no.
That's what you said.
Jeez. But it's also, people of it's also people of different cultures and different religious backgrounds, spiritual backgrounds. We have people from everywhere. Backgrounds. Shh. What is that? Pork chops and applesauce?
And thank God there's a lot of funny shows that have been coming on lately. I laughed my ass off last night when I was watching the Queen's Council. I'm normally doing a show with Supreme Heretic, and that got canceled last night, so I had a chance to come by. That shit was funny. I'm glad to see a lot of laughing, a lot of laughter, which is something we all need right now.
You know what? It's literally I want to say the show starts as soon as the Dark Council goes on Tuesday. And then stuff that we talk about in the chat that we have, and just that conversation, and pretty much it all comes spilling out on Thursday night. That's pretty much a slightly centered version of how we are, how we are in the chat. So we are just really glad that folks are just enjoying it, because that's pretty much, how we are. We just want to have a good time, talk about lots of stuff, connect with people, just make you laugh. It's like, we love fandom and everything, but we don't want to take it.
There's only so much
serious.
There's always so much you can talk about.
Yeah, there's only so much.
We're not always angry. You know what I mean? And even though our fandoms have been failing us, there's stuff to laugh about in the world, and we need to enjoy that too. I mean, if we were always angry, I would get sick and tired of listening to somebody that's always angry.
You know what? Before I forget, Cameron, we are going to have to bring you onto the Queen's Council.
Cameron, you're going to be the next live stream hoe. Deal with it.
Yeah, everybody's grand, but Cameron. But yeah, Cameron, we would love to have you on. So keep that in mind, because so you don't get invited to another sausage fest. You can come and bring
Bear's in the background.
Okay, cool. Let's see, we have
Bear's back.
And
Hello.
we have Bear Nerd Fun. Hey,
I wanted to wish you congratulations on reaching 300.
Oh, thank you so very much. Thank you.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, when we reach that point, you work for it. You put effort into it. And I just wanted to tell you, congratulations.
Oh,
Aw.
thank you. Thank you so much. I remember when I was watching streams when Steven was on and Bear was on and Scott was on. It's like all these guys where I'd sit there and listen to them and look at my phone and kind of like, just kind of look at what they're doing. So did
Sausage
not
fest.
ever think
Sausage fest, yeah.
Yeah, you
We
guys
had our
did
moments.
mention that. You're like, man, it's a sausage fest in here. Whenever you want to come on, let us know.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm like,
We were-
okay, well, I have my avatar on because I don't want to put my face on camera.
What was fun about that is the fourth wave. We were figuring it all out together.
Yeah.
You know, we had no clue what the hell we were doing, and we just all started chatting, and it
Mhm.
became something different. You know,
Well,
And
you
it-
know what Steven did? He
What's
threw me
that?
to the wolves. Because he's seen something in me that I didn't see. And yeah.
Well, we all learned. We all
Hey, there's
lived.
nothing like being thrown into something when you're not quite ready for it.
Yeah,
But, hey,
right?
here I am.
You have, I have to say, Bear, over the 6 months, you have gotten so polished online. You know, you're easygoing. You're really good on it now. I am impressed, man. I watch your stuff, and it's a lot. Like, if you seriously, I think everyone should do this. Go back and watch a couple of your first uploads, and then
Yeah.
come back to where you are now. It's a different world. It's a
Go
different world.
cringe. Go watch
Oh
your
my
old stuff
God.
and cringe.
It's horrible.
I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
it really can be.
I
Yeah,
know it's
definitely, man.
coming for me.
Yeah.
Like, what was I thinking?
Hey, I missed part of what you just said because I seen 2 spinny wheels on one of your guys' windows. I'm like, okay, on
Yeah.
silent. It's like, hello, anyone there?
No, I can hear you fine.
Man, Scotty, that means a lot coming from you, man. I
Yeah,
appreciate
dude.
that.
I've always enjoyed. I just enjoy people that think differently, and we all do. We all have our own personalities. We all are strong personalities. We don't bend. See, what I can't
We
stand
do
watching.
not kneel. Sorry.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's the truth, and not even just kneel. We don't bend easily. So it's when we're discussing something. If I feel passionate, I'm gonna stick to my guns unless you truly change my mind. I hate watching people that like talk a certain way for so long, and then someone says one thing to them and they change their whole philosophy. It's like, no, dude, you're just caving in. Like, be strong with what you are, your convictions. Like, it's not easy taking the stance we did because we're going against what right now society wants us to believe, and it's not the truth. The
Oh,
truth is-
we definitely don't go with the norm, that's for sure.
not at all, man.
Right. Oh, one second. I want to say hi to Jedi Luke. Thanks for coming. He says, "Hey, Lorena Creole, congrats on a 300 subscribers." So thank you, and thank you so much for dropping in. And folks, oh my gosh, 26 people watching.
Nice.
Awesome.
Please do hit the like button. I can't believe it. I'm like
There's-
amazed anytime there's like a like, and we're up to like 46 likes. So
Yeah.
I'm like stunned. Thank you
You
guys.
got
for
47
Lorena.
now.
40.
Lorena,
Oh,
you have
thank
to share something.
47 likes.
I have to what? Oh yeah,
You have to share something.
Christy. Yeah, I got it. Hold on one.
This is
second.
something someone made for me, and I really think it's kind of important on a day like this.
Oh, on a day like today.
Yeah.
On a day like today, it's quite.
Is there a punchline coming?
Yes,
there
sir.
is, yes.
Yes, sir. Where'd you go, Steven?
How'd I know?
I hate you all.
Dude, the quality of this is awesome.
I know.
The best part is they put your face on the coffee.
You know,
Yes.
first thing I did was send that to my entire family. I said,
Oh, it's
"This
fantastic.
this is how much my fans love me."
Yeah.
Speaking of coffee, I'm having some Pete's.
Heat
My
it
old-
up.
Oh,
my
wow.
oldest son got
Mm.
defensive. The poor guy. He was like, "It's all right, man. You're gonna deal with haters." I was like, "No, no,
It's not like that.
not like that."
No, that's actually those are the people that like me. You should see the
Right.
haters. Actually, that was from Reasoning, Understanding, and a Sense of Humor's Twitter page. I want to make sure we give a shout out. 'cause that-
Dolified.
He has
Dolified is unbelievable.
He is. He's awesome. He's awesome. Definitely.
He's a
get
writer,
some
right? He
love.
writes for
Abu, this is what I'm dealing with, man. This is what I'm dealing with over here.
Oh Lord. LORT.
Hey, I was glad you added Dolified because Dolified's been following me, and I've been following him for at least the last month or so.
Yeah, Dolified's great, man.
Yeah.
He writes with Drew, right? He writes over at Bounding. I think
Oh,
so.
awesome.
Yeah, he writes over Bounding in the Comics. Yeah.
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah, he's a
in the
Bounding writer.
Comics.
Oh,
wait a
I
minute,
may
wait
have
before
covered
we
one of his
do that,
articles.
Best memers and hey, OG Star Wars. Thank you for
Hello.
jumping in. She says, "Hey, my queen sister. Sorry I haven't been on yet. No worries. Congrats on 300, and may you continue to be blessed. Love ya. Love you too, OG. Wow, OG is another one of those like from the beginning. It's like I would watch her videos and all that she knew with the lore and everything, and I would just watch her, and I was just like, wow, she's so.
I remember when OG was a little tiny channel. I had her on the author interviews when I used to do that show. I need to start doing that again. She was a little bitty channel, and now she's doing great. She
She is blowing up. She's trying to get monetized. So if you're not subscribed to OG, please
She don't got
go
watch
over and
hours yet?
subscribe. Mm-mm.
Oh, we need to.
She didn't start that long ago, and I think she needs to do more streaming. If she does more streaming, she'll get it.
Because it did a year.
I love listening to her.
Yeah,
content,
it's about a
man.
year.
I do too. So definitely, put her stuff on,
But
on
like-
the loop. Same with Christy.
Yeah.
So we can kick them up to get them monetized.
Yeah, I need the money now.
Man says Abu Das, just think of the queens in Dark Council shirts. Yeah, I'm going to have to start charging drunk royalties if he's using that commercial.
Listen, I texted this to Jay. Lorena will, if you all get tank tops, Lorena will sport them off. Dark Council tank tops. So please get some Dark Council tank tops. Thank you.
Summer is here. Yeah, just saying.
It is?
It is.
Man, this summer is kind of warped. I gotta say, I went on a little journey. I got back to the house a little later than I thought, and I felt like I was forgetting something, and then I seen the post in the community chat. I'm like, that's it. And I went to the T-Mobile store to get a SIM card for my wife's new phone.
I thought you said simp.
No, SIM card.
Steven's next to you.
Yes, yeah. The little tiny electrical doodad that goes inside a phone. I'm sure the SIM stands for something, but I can't remember. But they are requiring people to wear masks in their stores. And I point blank in a very little term said no. And then I informed him about the ADA law. And he didn't seem to care about it.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, it's like, well, I can help you outside, because I was just a little bit indignant, and I showed my indignation. And apparently he couldn't handle it. He goes, "Do I got to call the police and have you trespassed?" And I was dropping some F bombs here and there.
No, you come on.
Yes, yeah, I was, and I wasn't even being very aggressive at all. And and so that's when he goes, you know what? I'm not going to serve you.
Oh,
and I'm like, okay, I'll call T-Mobile customer service and I'll complain there. And like, I go, I've been the customer almost 16 years with T-Mobile, and you're going to treat me like this, And,
they don't care anymore, dude.
And at that point, he threatened to have me trespassed.
Oh God!
And I looked at him. I go, "Do I look like I'm scared? Do I look like I'm scared of you?" That's the last thing I said to him when I walked out. So I called T-Mobile customer service. The very nice lady gave me a SIM card for free, and she sent it expedited shipping for free.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So,
hey, Demogenai is in the house. He says,
"What's up, Demogenai?
Lorena Creole, congrats, my lady. Thank you." Demogenai, also one of the great toxic males that are on the Dark Council.
Hail the Dark
Council. So much for dropping in. And we have Toxic Man Flu. Sorry I'm late, Lorena Creole. I got bad Walton's enema, but I've been looking at that.
Christy can agree with me, Toxic Man Flu has the best one-liners in chat.
He
Oh yeah.
he's got some good ones. Oh my
Oh,
god.
man. I laughed
Oh
my
my
ass
gosh.
off. Oh, sorry, Steven. I didn't mean to.
Oh my gosh. The fandom calendar. Oh, we're doing
Yeah.
calendars now. We're doing calendar. And that's not a bad
Right.
idea. Yeah.
Yes, Mr. President.
Yeah, tank tops, because you know what, Jeremy
Hey,
was
Labanas.
supposed to give us tank tops from Geeks and Gamers, and I haven't seen it, so you guys can get a jump on that. You know?
Yeah. I mean, there's enough women in this
that right?
fandom that it'll look good, man. That's
And,
a
and would
smart
y'all
move.
and would y'all fixate your pictures so that it looks like y'all are staring at the breasts, like on the cover? Compare 'em.
Because we know that's what you're coming to look at, right? That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
I don't get offended. That's what they're there for.
Just send,
I love
send
you, Lorena.
there you go. Send Stephen Walton your
I miss the
boobs shot.
90s. I really miss the 90s.
Yeah. Me
I
too.
missed all the debauchery from the 90s.
No.
Yes. It's
Oh, I
like
see
you never
some
left.
nerd cookies in there.
Well, let's see. Here's someone new, Latino Slant. He says Cameron Pasha 722. Hi, yes. I don't think I've seen you in my chat before, Latino Slant. So thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate that.
Could I quickly say thank you to Nerd Cookies? She
Yeah.
sent a really, really nice tweet out. I appreciate that. I really do.
Did?
Hey,
Yeah.
Steven, didn't you want to thank Nerd Cookies for something too?
Nerd Cookies is a troublemaker. Jane Theory is a troublemaker. According to Christy, is a troublemaker. Now Lorraine is a troublemaker.
I was always a troublemaker. You know that.
I'm on that train.
Poke.
It's our people. It's our people.
Oh my god.
My fans.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Keep telling yourself they're your fans. That's the best part.
Hey, I know where you can get a bunch of fans. You go to the store, you buy a box fan, and then you got some fans.
There you go. Something like that.
So Parrot Head has sent me some coffee memes. Oh gosh, I'm
Oh,
scared.
Parrot
of
Head does a good job.
intrigued.
Parrot
He
Head.
does.
I expect that
Yes.
from Parrot Head. Parrot Head is trouble.
Does.
All right, guys, I got to bounce.
see.
I got to bounce. We have a kid that doesn't want to fall asleep. So
I know. I hear you.
I just wanted to say congratulations again. I'll see you tomorrow night on John Talks.
Yes.
We'll have a good time tomorrow night. So everyone definitely check that out. Bear, check your DMs for the after that show. And I hope everybody has a great time.
Okay.
Hey,
See you later,
thank
Scotty.
you.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Scott.
Laters. Take care, Scott.
Later.
So Latino Slant says, nope, first time tonight hearing congrats. Thank you. I saw you on a stream with the gals like a month ago. I'm gonna have to ask which stream because there were a lot of them.
She's got a schedule.
There were, yeah, I do. I'll play it at the end of the stream, but
When
it
was the
may have
last
been
Queen stream? A month ago.
not on my channel. I don't think it was. I don't think it was on my channel. It might have been one of the other people's channels. Not quite sure. But I'm glad you saw me. I'm glad you saw me, and I'm glad you're here. Nerd Cookie says we learned troublemaking from Steve.
It's different. It was different. I got Nina to make videos, didn't we? Didn't we?
You know what? I can't say that because me and Christy are twinsy, so if she's causing trouble. You know, I co-sign on that.
Mhm.
That's how we work. But oh, that's right, Steven. You didn't know that.
He's learning.
I can't pay attention to everything.
Oh, Shellback says at least Lorena is not in denial about the tank top aspect. Oh no.
That is
No.
a toxic male right there.
No. Like they say in the movie The Players Club, use what you got to get what you need. And I need a tank top. From the Dark Council. Toxic femme. Yeah, that's where I am on Mondays. So awesome. Thank you so much.
And what's funny is I don't know who said it. I don't know if it was Toxic Man Flu or Bad Bunny, but since he doesn't say this. Whoever said it doesn't say it's Tommy, but they say like I'm everywhere as far as like in the chats moderating or something like that. They're like, Christy, you're everywhere, and I'm like, yes, like an STD.
Trace, I'm finding that out. That shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. Some of the stuff we'll come up with and Christy will do it. I'm like, oh yeah, I was thinking that exact thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, why not? I mean, it's just the internet and it'll be on there forever. But I mean, you know what? Who cares?
Yeah, doing things on the internet. Yeah, it's like forever, like granite not breaking down over a few years. It takes a while.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, wow. We've been here for like what, an hour and oh
50
God.
minutes.
I can
You
think.
got
Yeah,
you
50
went a lot
minutes.
longer than I thought you were.
Yeah, a lot, yeah, definitely a lot longer. But I'm just glad, to be here with you guys and all that. So, probably the last thing I'm gonna do because it's probably gonna take a little bit because it's just hilarious. I know something about twins and Christy and Lorena are it. That's true. Because Sam's got a twin brother. That's why it's so funny.
She's my sister from another mister.
Yeah. Yeah, it's flipping.
I've heard that saying before.
Steven looks like he's never heard that saying before.
Yeah, that was the first one I've ever heard that.
Oh, really?
What about this one? I think with you and Scott, I can hear Scott saying this. What's up, my brother from another mother?
Yeah, he has said that before.
Yeah. So so mostly people know that I make a lot of jokes about Florida, and I do because that's where my my mother's side of the family is from. They've basically been there since like 1565. So we're like straight up Floridians, except for Gary Busey. I really don't think he's one. But yeah. In Florida was a person. So, oh my gosh. Yep. So we do a lot of these like little Florida things. So here's like one of the memes. It's like dangerous Florida things. We have riptides. We have palmetto bugs, which is what we call they're roaches that fly.
A water bug.
Yeah, they get about 2 inches, 3 inches long, don't
water
they?
bugs.
Yes,
Yeah, I know.
they come in from outside. So
My sister had those in her car.
Oh my gosh, they sneak in freaking everywhere.
I get
Freaking
chills.
everywhere.
I get chills.
And don't think that it's like your house is right. It's like no, they come in from outside. I've seen palmetto bugs at the Grand Floridian at Disney World. Okay, coming in from outside. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What is a skunk ape? What is that?
It's something fictitious. I didn't know what the heck a skunk ape was at all. It's like the Florida version of Bigfoot. I'd never heard of a skunk ape before, but apparently at Gatorland they have a skunk ape. So when I'm there later this summer, I'm gonna have to ask them at Gatorland what the skunk ape is. Then of course, hot pavement. Yeah, hot pavement in Florida. Not fun. Yes, Gary Busey is a Florida man, even if he's not from Florida. Yep.
You see Trace's other comment above where Jane is laughing, has the laughing emoji.
Christy and Lorena are the two in the corner of the classroom, whispering and giggling. Then they both look at you with that mischievous look, and you know you're in trouble.
Right.
That's so right.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
How did you put that square right in front of us?
I know.
I'm just like, there's a
the meme. It's like
dangerous Florida
meme?
things.
Oh,
she's got super StreamYards.
Yeah, I got super StreamYard.
You got the Bionic StreamYard.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which seems to be even more crankier than the free version of StreamYard that I have.
I noticed they changed the little square within your window to change your icon. I went to go change my icon. I'm like, where'd it go? And I'm like, oh, they put the edit audio avatar. Why are they calling it an audio avatar? That
I
makes
don't
no
know,
sense.
but you can get more of them now, so I'm happy with that.
I don't even freaking know what that dangerous Florida things. How about pissing off Lorena Creek?
Yeah, that's really
good. Yeah, and I inherit that straight from my great grandma, OG Lorena Creole. Her temper was freaking legendary, but the joke is that's because her mom was Latino, so there's that. The other one is It's freaking true. Don't let that woman throw a shoe at you. I've heard stories about that. Pitbull's music, yeah.
Hey.
No.
My grandma, she welded a porcelain covered metal spoon. You know the big ones that you stir your beans with?
Ooh.
Well, she used one of those, and let me tell you, all the grandkids behaved.
Porcelain?
Porcelain coated steel spoon. You know the real big ones?
Yeah.
It's about 5 inches long. Got a 16-inch long handle. My grandma walked around carrying that when my cousins and all that were acting all up, and let me tell you, all she had to do was carry that, and
wow,
kids behaved. This was in the this was early 70s to all through the 80s. You know,
that's the wrong way to handle 5 inches.
Hold on 1 second. Ryan Kinnell,
Lorena,
Mr. Mario. I do what?
You still got the Dangerous Florida thing showing.
Holy crap. Okay, here we go. Cool. All right, cool. So Ryan Kinnell, Mr. Mario Kart Rage, is in the house. This is
what's up,
cool.
Brian?
He says, congrats on the 300. Thank you so much, Ryan. I would watch Ryan's videos like all the freaking time. I love his videos.
Nothing gives me more pleasure than, and I can understand it though, but Lorena, you need to watch the one from last Wednesday night. They didn't even start playing yet, and already.
Oh dang! Okay, I'm gonna have to go back and.
But
have you seen Perry Chan's The Felonian Part 3? If not, I gotta share that because Ryan's here. He needs to see.
I have not. Please share.
Actively.
Please share. Oh my gosh!
All right, let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready. Roll it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, fuck!
And he could go fuck himself. Just like Catherine could go fuck herself. Just like JJ could go fuck himself. He's just another one to add to the list. Providing him as a person, whatever.
I am the person that says I'm a Star Wars fan, and I look for good Star Wars content. And Dave Filoni has given me good Star Wars content. So as long as he gives me good Star Wars content, I don't give a fuck what he says to a bullshit woman's group.
As we discussed, writer and tells their fucking fans to fuck off, then I've got every right to tell them to fuck off.
I haven't seen this.
I haven't
either.
Go subscribe to Perry Chan. He's the one who put that up.
Oh, that was freaking hysterical.
Ryan in the beginning, as the twins just killed me.
Oh man!
Oh, can you retweet that to the private chat?
Yeah, I'll retweet that.
Awesome.
Oh man, but Ryan,
I've seen bits
so
and
much.
Pieces of that.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it before. That was
great.
Completely new to me. I love it. But thank you, Ryan, for dropping in. This is so cool. I would watch Ryan's videos too all the time. Put those on a loop, especially when it's going off on Lucasfilm and all that. Because I found his channel too when I was completely pissed off with The Last Jedi. So his was one of the channels that I ran into too that made me feel like I wasn't completely crazy. So if you're not subscribed to Ryan, please subscribe to Ryan Kinnell. And if you want a good time, watch him play Mario Kart.
Please do. Please.
I thought
I think he just
would go off.
13,000.
What?
I think he just hit 13,000 subs.
Yeah, he
did.
Oh,
wow.
Awesome.
Congratulations.
Awesome.
And Ryan
dude.
started after me, and Ryan got a lot of hate when he first came in. People came after Ryan, and he took it all, and then built 13,000 subs on his channel. Man, I'm proud of Ryan. Good for you, buddy.
That's
for you,
awesome.
man.
That is awesome. Ooh, cool. Who else? Let's see what. Lorena Creole throws a chancellor at you. Yeah, except a chancellor. It's like a sandal. But
Okay.
with my great grandma, from what I've heard from my mother, with her it was a house shoe. That's
Oh,
what she
yeah,
called
yeah, yeah,
it.
yeah. No, with
Yeah.
my grandmother, it was it was a house shoe. If
Mhm.
not, it'd be like go outside and get a Switch, and
That
it better be a good one because if I have to go get out and get it,
with her it's like my grandmother, which I guess would be grandma OG,
My
grandma Lorena Creole. She would first stun you by throwing a house shoe at you, then tell you to go get a Switch.
Damn.
That's exactly what my teacher's grandmother would do. She was Iroquois Confederacy, so was he. And normally, if they did something wrong, they got told to go out to it was either a willow tree or a weeping willow tree and get a switch. And it was no higher than the knee and no lower than the ankle, back to the calves. Woo!
okay.
Man.
You know what my grandfather used to do to us though? He liked to shoot, and when he loved paintball. Okay, so when we got in trouble, we didn't get whoopings. We had to run in the the field where they had their land, and he would get us with paintballs.
Damn.
And the only thing we could wear was a helmet.
Wow.
His old ass football helmet fitting this big ass helmet trying to fit my small head. And yep, we were hunted, Jane. We were hunted. Yep.
Ooh,
Wow.
Oh, that's so funny. Hey, Keely Chow. Wanted to make sure I said
Wow.
hi. Trey says, am I right in assuming that if someone says something that sets you off, you give them that raised eyebrow, like, oh, it's like that, before you lay into them? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
A lot of women in my family have that eyebrow.
Yeah.
I don't. I wish
Mhm.
I did.
We have that one. Don't want to get into a fight with a Latina. They are hardcore.
Mhm.
Yeah. We don't freaking mess around. That wooden spoon, you mess up hard when that spoon comes out. It sure as heck does.
Shellback's in the green room.
What's he want?
Hey,
Hey, hey.
Shellback.
Man, Christy, like they straight up pulled a freaking Wesley Snipes on you, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Remember that Wesley Snipes movie where they were hunting him?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. They were big on discipline. So
I know about the willow tree.
My grandfather was a Marine. So yeah, we didn't fuck up.
Ooh, a rolling pin. Dang.
Yeah.
My grandma had one of those too.
Yeah, mine did too. Man, the kitchen was a dangerous place.
Mm-hmm.
Usually
Oh.
the cast iron skillet was the homicide weapon of choice.
Yeah, I forgot this. You know how that porcelain spoon was 5 inches long? It was also 4 inches wide, man.
God
That's a
damn.
lot of real estate for spankings.
Back in the good old days when they still made fly swatters with metal handles.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, those two.
My mama and my grandmother still, they don't, when they get a fly swatter, they never use that at all for a fly or a bug. They got those shits and they put them in the car. And if we were acting up, reach behind and just hit whoever they could. Like, if y'all don't shut that, if y'all don't stop, I'm.
When they get really mad,
Mhm.
they can't remember your name. They can't remember which kid it is. You know what your name is. Get over here.
Any of you ever had an auntie that had the paddle that had 1,000 holes drilled in it?
Yup.
I had one of those, and over at my cousin's place, man, you behaved. You
That was my
behaved.
grade school art teacher, actually.
Wow.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Or you remember back in elementary school, I don't know about y'all, but my elementary school, they would do spankings.
I think the same, yeah.
You would have to get the parents' permissions, and they're like, Christy, why don't you have an issue? I said, because my mom is going to give me worse. Whatever y'all do.
Our teachers didn't need permission.
You're right, Trace XL. Oh yeah. We don't play. You. Sam says, try getting mixed up for punishments. Oh, because he's a twin. Yep.
Ooh.
Dang. Oh my gosh. Well, we have literally gone for 2 hours. And wow, I'm just floored and just thrilled with all you guys and just, all
Christy, you eating?
Who got chips?
Oh, sorry, that's me.
Candy.
And it's not
my ass, Steven.
It's not chips. It's not chips. It's a wrapper. It's a
Burger King wrapper.
One of those. Okay. I'm sorry. I thought it was like barbecue chips or something.
crispy chicken, yo. 2 of them. They come in pairs.
Oh, I love them. I mean, give me some crispy chicken.
All the good things come in pairs. Okay.
That is true. Tank tops, Dark Council. Tank tops.
Tank tops. Get them. Oh, look, thank you. We. Oh my gosh, we are gonna wrap these up. Shellback showing his beer.
Cheers to you. Cheers to you, young lady.
Dos Equis is better.
Dos Equis
is better.
Dos
Equis dark is really good if you can take the darkness of it.
This is it's called Familiar, I guess. It's good. I like it.
Yeah, Dos Equis dark. If you drink Dos Equis dark, make sure you have some food in your stomach because it's serious beer.
Yeah, I had I believe it was when I was living in the Phoenix area. I had a favorite Mexican restaurant, and that's what I would drink with my order of huevos rancheros.
Damn.
Yeah, if you can get Pacifico Especial, it's a seasonal beer, really good.
Modelo, there's I don't know if it's regular Modelo or what, but Modelo's good too.
I don't drink beer.
I hear Modelo Dark is good too. I've never actually had it though.
Good.
My grandfather, he liked Modelo. He was from Mexico.
The Queen's Council is coming out with scented candles, Bear.
Shit.
Scented.
Yeah,
really.
Yeah. Scented candles.
No, don't tell that lie.
The Queen Council.
Yeah. Actually, I've already seen commercials for your candles. There,
that's a lie.
I can't help but feel that I'm being set up for a joke.
Oh no, it's not you. Somebody's trying to get out of having a joke. Oh,
that's a lie.
But with that, we are going to wrap up because Christy has a People of Walmart live stream. 10 Central, Christy? 11 Central?
Yeah, and actually in about no, it's 11 because it's
11.
10 now.
Okay,
It'll be about in 55 minutes or so, actually.
Yeah, so I want to give Christy a little downtime before we start up with that, and I'll be over on her People of Walmart channel. So why don't we go around and everybody kind of shout out your channels and where people can find you to wrap up this awesome celebration. Let's start with Christy.
Oh, before we do, can you share the screen real quick?
I surely can, ma'am.
Woo! Yes. There you go.
Oh my god.
I didn't do that.
No.
That was Tommy.
You're the
That was
devil.
all Tommy.
I bet it smells like Badusi. Y'all remember? You didn't see that? That was what was that? I think that was from one of the Friday movies.
Sure. Anywho,
Wrap this up. Go ahead, Christy.
no, y'all know where my channel is. Tommy is literally putting the links in the chat. So Steven goes off camera. So if you want to come on over, it's literally peopleofwalmart.com. And oh boy. Yep.
Very high production value.
Yep, sure is.
Yeah.
So thank you. And congratulations, Lorena.
Thank you. And next up, author Stephen Walton.
Hi, everybody. I am author Stephen Walt, the Phantom Menace historian, your historian, born in the chats of the High Council, here to congratulate Lorena Creel on 300 subs. Please sub to everyone on this panel. Go check out Christy later, and wash your hands, wash your ass, be good to each other. Peace.
All right. And someone who hasn't been on my stream before, Bear Nerd Fun.
Well, I hope to come back because it's fun streaming with you. And Christy, of course, it's always a blast. You never know what's going to happen.
Yep.
All kinds of good chuckles. Yeah, I myself am 24 away from 300 myself.
Nice.
Right.
And I'm glad I didn't get to miss your stream because I was delayed by unforeseen events. But yeah, I'm really glad you hit 300 and hope you hit 400 fast.
Yeah, well, thank you. Thank you.
And you can find me at Bear Nerd Fun. And I believe I'll be on Sporking Podcasts. Man, I always fumble that. I don't know why. I'll be on Scotty's channel tomorrow.
Ridiculous name, Bear.
Hey, Memes of Destruction.
Memes of Destruction.
I feel like I'm late.
You are.
I'm sorry. The shower.
Great internet.
Yes.
Great connection.
Because I killed my laptop. I'm watching Far Too Much Fun. Leave me alone.
Wow, it sounds like radio communication in Star Wars almost.
His
With the
internet
holograms.
is on vinyl.
Damn it, y'all.
Well, after the record broadcast there, you can find me on my channel, and the Four Horsemen will either be early or late. I'm not sure which. Thanks for having me on, Lorena.
Oh, no problem, Bear. We'll have to have you on again another time.
Look forward to it.
And Shellback.
Yes, ma'am. It is always good talking with you, and again, you know, this is, you're only getting started. I mean, you know, you it was like only yesterday, it seems, when you were like, oh, I'm gonna make my first video, and then bam, you know, here you are. So, and you know, I mean, I've been around for a minute, and you know, I'm in a similar neighborhood as you finally, but hopefully I'll start maybe I'll start actually getting regular and stuff, but for anybody who's just bored and has nothing else better to do, you can go to Shellback TJC.
Great ad.
On here, and or you know, if you want to like see what's going on with Twitter, same name, and
all right,
subscribe to author Stephen Walton and buy his damn book, or you're a retard.
Shellback.
Thanks, Shellback.
No, they're just not phantom abled.
Oh.
I mean,
No, they're retards.
No. Language.
It's your turn, Memes. You just got here.
Yeah,
Now
you just got
showed
here.
up to get an outro, bro.
Yeah.
I feel like the mage that just poured into Ragnaros after the last wipe, just as we're finishing to Ninja the Loot. I mean, win the ashes of Alar on a random thing with my former dwarf vault. Not that happened, that totally happened. But hey guys, what's going on? I'm the Memes of Destruction here. You are finding me currently on Lorena Creel's channel here. Congratulations, Lorena. You have successfully fended off a Persian army. Don't tell Nina that. It's okay. We all love everyone here. It's a good time. Over my channel, I just do Velociraptor type stuff, occasionally things, probably a new series coming up, and just trying to see if we can't make this world a better place, because I am a terrible human being, and on this internet of stuff and things, I am a half-Jewish dragonkin. And yeah, take us away, Lorena.
Awesome. Definitely subscribe to Beeves of Destruction. I think the first time we did a Queen's Council, he did a clip of Christy sneezing, and he put the sound effect to like a mushroom cry out.
I I can pull it up real quick if you want me.
It was from the original Sonic trailer, which was the only piece that I put into my AMV, which contained the new release trailer after the first. We won't talk about that. And then it actually combined in some game footage. It went together pretty well.
Oh, please do, Christy, because this. Oh my gosh, this was my introduction to who Beams of Destruction was.
It was beautiful. I was like, yes, this is great.
It was just freaking awesome, and I must have played that thing like 10 times in a row. It was oh god, it was gold. It was gold.
Well,
that's the thing. You can troll people on the internet. You don't need to be hateful about it or anything. It's like that's how we got the Gatum Menace, the Furdum Menace.
Right.
All right.
Here we go.
Hello, Memes of Destruction. How are you?
Hey.
Oh shit! Hold on.
Where are we going?
Please. Hello, Memes of Destruction. How are you?
Hey.
Oh shit! Hold on.
That was great.
That's a powerful sneeze.
Oh my god, definitely do sub to Memes of Destruction. He's got some really, really good stuff. Definitely. And folks, I am Lorena Creole on Twitter, and also Lorena Creole here on YouTube. I am bringing you that spice where it comes to pop culture and sci-fi analysis with a little bit of Disney diva chicanery thrown in there for good measure. You can find me actually a whole bunch of places. Thursday nights at 7 p.m. on This Week in BS with Justin Proper. 9 p.m. on Thursdays on the Queen's Council. I don't know whose channel it's going to be on next week. Do you know, Christy?
I think it might be Nina. It might. I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, follow us on Twitter. We'll tell you where it is. Saturdays at 7 p.m. for Rogue Entertainment. And I'm on there with author Stephen Walton and with Jane Theory and with Scott. And we are actually going to be on John Talks' channel this Saturday. So that's going to be cool. We're actually on his channel every third Saturday, I believe. Mm-hmm. You can also find me on Mondays at 10 p.m. for Toxic Femininity. Tuesdays at 6:30 p.m. for TR5, and we are your pre-show for the Dark Council as well. And you can catch me on the Babe the Menace about every third or fourth week. And I will also be live streaming on Sunday at 8 p.m. to discuss season 2 of Game of Thrones. So thanks so much, everybody, for coming out and checking out and just celebrating with me for 300 subs. I honestly didn't think I'd get 100 subs, really. But I'm so glad you guys are here. Thanks for the support. Always feel free to drop me a line and let me know what cool stuff you guys would like to see. And with that, I'm going to let everybody go with a little bit of Welcome to Florida. So take care of each other, avoid the swamp ass, use your head, think logically. And with that, take care.
Bad boys, what you want, what you want, what you gonna do when Chevy John don't come for you? Tell me what you wanna do, what you
Crossing so slowly, his feet flopping with every step, and his tail dragging along behind.
Bad boys, what you gonna do when they come